Hello everyone. So welcome back to this channel, and in this video session I'll be discussing how we can create a CSV, that is comma separated values format stream file in IFS using RPGLE AS400. So we already have a way to perform such thing, that is creating a CSV format that is we can have a command that is copy to IMPF, through which we can copy a physical file data to the IFS in a CSV format, that is comma separated values format. So you can see this is the file, and we can copy this using copy to IMPF command like this. So we'll be creating this file in ASCII format, and we are using the record delimiter as CRLF, and other things are we are using the comma as feed delimiter. So if I press enter on this command, you will see I am able to create this CSV file which is comma separated and within double quotes. If we want, we can have these values within double quotes. If we do not want, we may ignore this by removing this thing and making it a star none. As you can see, we tried copied 3 times, so you can see all the records were added. It is not placed, and at last you can see these are not within double quotes. Now we are performing this thing using copy to IMPF command, but let's say suppose um, there is a time come when we want to format our data into some specific format in the comma separated values, and in that case we need some logic in RPG program. So we can create an RPG program to write a physical file data to the CSV format IFS file, that is stream file, and we can format that within that RPGLE as per our demand. So I'm not going to do that formatting here, but I'll let you know that how we can write data using the RPGLE program in the IFS stream file, that is a comma separated values. Let's see how we can achieve that. So I have written this program, you can see. So here you can see I have declared one physical file named pf1 in input mode, and it's a fully procedural file and it is an external file. As you can see, I just did it, just I'll be performing the IO in on this file, and I'm not going to perform SQL. If you want, or you can write the cursor there, and that is you can read this file using the cursor and read all the records, but I'm not going to do that here. So I'll be simply using the file IO. So here you can see various APIs. This is the unlink API, which basically deletes the file if it is existed in the IFS path or IFS location. This is the error IFS. It will return me the error number if any error occurs, and based upon that error number which we receive from this API, we pass this error number here and we will receive the error message pointer. So basically both the APIs return the pointer to the error number or pointer to the error message. So next thing is close, that is to close the file which is being opened using the open API. So we need to pass the file descriptor, because a file descriptor is allocated to a file which uniquely identifies that file, that which file is open and which file is going to close. Then next one is write API. So basically using this we'll be writing the data by passing the file descriptor, buffer data, and number of bytes which we are writing. It will return me actual number of bytes being written here. The same way open, here we need to pass the IFS path um, till the file name and with its format, and here we need to provide the open flags whenever we are opening it. So we need to provide the open flags in which mode we are going to open this, whether we want to create a file or not, another thing. So mode is something which basically denotes that what authorities we will be providing when we are creating this file. And this is the code page which is a must here, and we'll be using this. And these two are the optional parameters. As you can see, option the star no pass is defined here, and we will be using here, we will be passing here. So because we are going to create an sky file which is supported on Windows, so we'll be passing this code page as 819 for the Windows, because we are basically converting the EBCDIC to the sky format here. Uh, then you can see what are the flags, open flags which we can pass. So this is the constant value, and these are basically denotes the number which basically represents the binary things, so that which bit is sets to on. So read only, write only, read write. So you can get this information when you go through or walk through the video which I created on the open one on my channel. So here you can see the if file is not created, we need to create this, so we pass this one. So we'll add up all the flags to when we are passing these flags to the open flag while calling open, so that all things have to be done simultaneously. And open in text mode here, and all these things are here. And mode, here you can see the authorities, owner, group, or other. So you can get all this information in the open API video on my channel. Here you can see these variables which basically IFS path, return from unlink, open flag, mode, code page is set to 819 here. You can change it as per your requirement. So this is basically the sky format. Code page, file descriptor, IFS data, return write, return close. So these are the return from the various APIs being called. And this is the error pointer number, and this is the pointer which is based upon that, and this error number is based upon this error pointer. So this is the error message pointer, and based upon that error message pointer, this is the error message. CRLF, you can see CRLF constant value is, that is hex value is 0D25. So I'm not gonna use this in this example, but you can use if you want the data to be started from the next line. So let's say I have 10 records in PF1. This is the first record and three fields, 1, 2, and 3. And I want that I on when I write on IFS, what I do, it will write on the first line, and then when I use CRLF, it will jump to the next line. It will break from there, and it will write the second record on the second line. So that just seems me that we are writing a file. Uh, okay, let me brief you, then I'll be using this as well in my example in the round 2 debug when I perform after first demo. So in the same video, so here you can see I'm passing the IFS path. So this is the IFS path, and this is the file name .csv extension. First thing I'll do is unlink, that is delete the file. If in case any error occurs with the same name file exists, then it will return me the error number or error message. So this is the error handling, basic error handling, which I will perform on every API call if the return is less than 0. Now first thing is deleting the file if existed, then we need to open the file. That is, we need to create the file and open the file. So we'll pass write only, so we'll open write only, create file if not exist, and the code page, that is in which CSS ID we need to create this uh, file. So this is the mode, this is the authority. So I'm providing the all the authorities to the owner only. And file here you can see I'm calling the open API, passing the IFS path, open flags which are set here, mode which is set here, and the code page is 819 as you can see from here. And this will return me a file descriptor if the file is opened successfully, and if it is not opened it is less than 0, which means there is an error, and then we can get the error number or the error message based upon these two APIs, and we can return from this. Because we are not able to create that file, then there is no way to write any data in that file. Then what we have created the file, what we need to do, we need to close this file. Now we have created and opened this file, now we need to close this file. So for closing this file we need to pass the file descriptor again, which is being returned from open API, and we get some return value from here. If it is -1, it means there is some error in closing that file. If it is not -1, it's 0, it means we are successfully able to close this file. So the same error handling is done here as well. Now once the file is um, if existed deleted, then created and opened, then closed. After that we need to write some data. So before writing data, because the file is already closed, now we need to open that file in the text mode, because we need to write some data, text data, which is comma separated values. So what we'll do, we'll open this file in write only mode and open in text mode flag. We'll pass this as well. As you can see, open in text mode, so this flag will be passed. So we'll be writing the text data. So once I'm passing the IFS path and the open flags, the other two parameters are not required because the file is already created above, and we will receive the file descriptor. The file descriptor is less than 0, which means there is some error in opening the file. We'll call these error handling APIs and return from the program. Otherwise, what to do once the file is opened? Now we need to read this file pf1 which we declared in fs specs. So I'll do setll1 pf1 because this file is not a queued file. So I'll be reading that file based upon the rrn. I cannot use *lol, and we are reading this file in loop until not percentile of until the not percentile end of file. So within loop you can see undo, within do while and undo I am reading the file again and again till not percentile or end of file is reached. Now what I'll doing, for every field, every row I receive the data for every field, employee ID, employee name, and manager ID. So I'm separating that from with the comma and trimming all the values here, you can see. And then we are passing the file descriptor and the address of that IFS data and the length of that IFS data by trimming this, so that I can be able to write the data to the IFS stream file, CSV file, which is being opened. And if it is return right is less than percentage length of by trimming IFS data, the same thing. It means less data has been written and some data is not written, so there is some error. So we are doing error handling here, and we are writing the data in loop. So we'll read each and every record and we'll write that to the IFS stream file, that is CSV file. So here you can see I'll be writing in the same line, so I'm not breaking line after each record. So what I can do, I can use CRLF here. So I'll be using that once I'll show you this demo. So after that you can see I'm calling the close API to close the file by passing the file descriptor and doing the error handling. This is the whole program. Let me compile this. Let's debug this program. Set the breakpoint and then call this program. So first thing is to unlink. So as we know, this file does not exist on this path, so we'll receive the error. So you can see it's -1, so that's okay for me because that file does not exist. Now I'll pass the flags, the mode, and then we'll call the open API. So it will return me a file descriptor which is 0, which means the file is opened successfully, there is no error. Then we'll close the file. We are able to close that file as well. Let's check. So you can see text file3.csv is created and it's blank for now. Now let's open it again. So you can see this is opened successfully. Now read the file pf1 and build the data. Employee ID, employee name, manager ID, IFS data is this, and it will write the data to the file, and we can see the return right is 10. And if I look at this one, what is the length? So the length is 10, so it's correct. All the data has been returned, so there is no error. So this will write the data in loop, and if I put the breakpoint here and just take F12 from there, and then you can see the file is closed successfully. So this is the whole program. I can show you the data being written. So you can see all the data has been written, and that is comma separated. And now you can write it on a new line, because you can see it's on the same line. So the next record, this one, 1 name 110 and 10 name 110, 10 name 10 20. So you can see all these things are written in one line, so that does not make sense to me. Let me delete this file and just write it again. This was just a demo that how we can write this. Now write in a proper manner. Just perform some changes. Just see what I'm doing here. So just a two-line change was performed here. Let me compile that. Just debug that program again. Just at the breakpoint and then call this program. So you can see this error occurs. That's okay. File is open, created and opened, then closed successfully, then again opened successfully in text, writing text mode. Now for this time, for first time, it will write the data onto the file as it is. You can see, but when it comes next on the second read, what it will do, it will just put the CRLF first, which means it will be breaking from here and it will start from the new line. So I'm not writing CRLF here because it will treat that line as single line, and that is blank. There is nothing. If I perform write again here, that will be a wrong thing. So you see what I'm doing here, and then again I'm trimming that data and using. So you can see the CRLF characters were there, that is denoted as question mark, double question mark here, and it will be returned to the. Just see what happens here, what in what manner it gets written. So you can see now they are on the separate line. So let's take F12 from here. So you can come out from program. The program has been run successfully. Just check all the data in the CSV file. Now you can see the data is written correctly in the IFS stream file, that is a CSV file. Let's see the data here as well. So you can see this was the data, and the same thing we have written here. Now you are able to, I think after seeing this video, you are able to create a CSV file, um, in the IFS using the RPGLE program. So thanks a lot, um, and that's all. Thank you.